behind the wall. Beneath your own feet, you all tried to destroy him. In your greed, you tore everything precious from him. Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge.
In case you pass out, that's tough.
Welcome back to 31 Days of Halloween as we journey through the 80s. Today I have a very special one for you from 1989, Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. This has got to be one of the greatest titles in film history. Who is Eric anyway? What is he avenging? You just can't resist a movie like this. It's the grand opening of the Midwood Mall and everyone's stoked, but behind the festivities lurks Eric. Eric is the victim of arson. His house was burned down because his family refused to move and give up their land for the mall.
Eric was murdered and nobody cared.
Now disfigured by the fire and thought to be dead, he hides in the ventilation system.
Nobody will ever hurt you, Melody. Nobody, I won't allow it.
He spends his time obsessively watching over his old girlfriend Melody, who now works in the mall, killing anyone that so much as looks at her wrong, and some other people too. You know, for revenge. Meanwhile, Melody is approached by Peter, a reporter that thinks he can get to the bottom of the house fire. He finds the man responsible and the two are chased by the arsonist throughout the movie, who is currently posing as mall security. This criminal has a very familiar face, and fans of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia will recognize him as Mac's dad. Speaking of familiar faces, this is a super early role for the one and only Pauly Shore as Buzz from the yogurt shop. Yeah, I bet you didn't expect to see him in this marathon, did you? He's just doing his best. While he hasn't quite reached his final form at this point, you can tell this can only be Pauly Shore.
I got this special talent called supersonic hearing. I mean, I can listen to one conversation while the whole time I'm like involved in another, man. It's weird, but I've been doing it since I was a kid.
The most shocking part of the movie is that he actually survives in the end.
How many times have I told you not to say
This is a retelling of the classic Phantom of the Opera story, but with a more modern, retail-themed twist. Eric makes his mask out of a broken mannequin, and when he isn't watching Melody, his time is spent training like Batman. It pays off though, as he's quite the martial artist. And just like the original Phantom, he rigs the whole mall to explode as his final act of vengeance. The movie is also part slasher with a decent body count. There are quite a few memorable kills, like the creepy security guard that gets rammed with a forklift and electrocuted, the propane flamethrower combo, the mayor that gets tossed out the window and impaled, and who could forget the dude that gets a cobra to the dick? Oh, that's nuts! This movie is awesome, you just can't help but love it. It's silly and dumb, but such a fun modern spin on the Phantom story.
It really is a good idea.
I know we already did a mall movie this year, but it was such a landmark of 80s life that we just had to return to this setting. That reminds me, this mall looks pretty familiar, doesn't it? That's right, it's the Sherman Oaks Galleria again, the same place as Chopping Mall. Eric's Revenge also has one of my favorite tropes from this era, a rocking theme song. I'm such a sucker for this.
Folks are bound to ask, is he the Phantom of the Mall?
If you're in the mood for a fun time, you gotta check out Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge.
Pleasant nightmares, friends. Good midnight to you.